What's up, guys? We're live on the Patreon. We finally figured out. Last week, sorry we locked you guys out, but every now and again it is good to fucking...
yeah, you got to lock them out.
Yeah,
Let
every
them
now
know.
and again.
Keep them honest.
Yeah, exactly. People were pretty happy about that.
What?
People brought us. They were like, you know what? We got to get our act together. We can get locked out of the live stream.
A lot of people, every time something we do fucks up technically, everybody's very understanding.
Yeah, for sure.
And very like... Yeah, thanks for working on this. Thanks for trying, guys.
Sure.
Thanks. Thanks, two idiots who have no idea what they're doing. Thank you for trying.
I know. We try. We do try hard.
Yeah, I don't.
That was a hot episode. This is a victory lap right now.
This is a victory lap. Yeah,
Victory lap.
so we got Sid the Kid in the house.
My God.
Sid, what's going on, bro?
Not too much, man. Just trying to live.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Not really.
What you been doing?
Just learning more jiu-jitsu and just trying to chill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you guys do that right now in these medically troubling times?
We're doing all sorts of outdoor adventures. I just had we went up to the Green Lake.
Where's that?
I don't even know where it was. It was like out near like Doylestown, I think. And so we go out there, and we were going to rent boats. So Ansley goes into the building because we didn't want to put our masks on and go in there. She comes out and she goes, well, we can only put 4 people on one boat, and there's 5 of us. So what I can do is I can rent 2 boats, a motorboat, and then a kayak, and then 2 people can go in the kayak. So me and my son went in the kayak.
What? That's
Yeah.
bullshit. You
Dude.
guys, I would just have went 50 feet out and everyone hopped in the boat and just trailed the kayak.
Yeah, what kind of boat is this?
Can you pull the kayak with a boat?
Nah, it was like it was a motorboat, but a weak motor. Like we were kayaking faster.
Electric?
Yeah, electric.
Oh, okay.
All right,
It's
well,
like a
that's why
pontoon.
it's 2 people.
Yeah, well,
4.
It was 4 in
4
the
total in the boat.
Little kids?
Yeah.
4 total, even including little kids.
Yeah,
You have
Yeah.
twins, though, bro.
All right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like they're the
So
same person.
the boat regulation at Green Lake is
Bullshit.
rough.
Yeah, it's pretty
All right.
rough. And then we go out pretty far because this it's an adventure.
Sure.
And then we're coming back. My shoulders are shot. I'm sweating.
Hot.
And just out of curiosity, I go, how much did you save getting us a kayak instead of a motorboat?
Yeah.
It was $5 fucking.
Fuck, dude. That's fucked up.
Dude, it's like, what are you planning on doing with that $5 you saved?
Wait,
She basically galley
What are we
slaved.
doing here?
She galley slaved you.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what? That's how you were doing. Throwing a boat story.
He asked me what I do for adventure.
Oh, I thought you meant for
Yeah.
jujitsu.
No, I said jujitsu.
Oh,
Yeah, he said, how are you
That's
doing
what I'm saying.
jujitsu?
Yeah.
I was like, how do
yeah.
you do jujitsu
Oh, I
outside?
thought
And he told us
how
a
you
boat,
doing adventure.
some
I thought-
sort of bad haggling deal at Green Lake.
Yeah. No, we do it outside. We do it everywhere.
Jujitsu outside?
Yeah.
Who
Just put some mats
you
out there.
jewing?
I'm
Who you jitsuing?
Yeah, the usual suspects, like
Yeah.
Butterly, Rainey.
Can you beat Butterly now?
I mean, not consistently. I can choke them once in a while.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So if you guys got in the octagon, who's winning? Do you guys throw strikes ever? Do either you train?
No.
Do you guys
He does.
train strikes?
He trains Muay Thai more than I do.
Oh.
Do you ever guys do taps when you're doing jiu-jitsu, but you'll throw a couple taps,
Yeah, when somebody's in a fight camp
Yeah.
we do that.
that's pretty tough.
Oh, so you train with dudes that are actually doing it?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
saying you're not actually doing it, but you know what I mean.
No,
Like guys that
100%.
are doing.
Yeah, I'm not actually trying to get out there and get punched in the face, but when
You should.
somebody...
Dude,
Why?
do
You'd be good.
You wrestle against these dudes. When I did jiu-jitsu with my one-strike white belt, I would go during tournament time, and these
Yeah.
guys do the shit where you wrestle, and they get to pepper you in the body while you do it.
Yeah.
They're pretty fucking
Yeah,
intense, dude.
that would
It's
suck.
pretty scary. Yeah, I
You know what
remember
it would
doing
look like though? I just watched that fucking CM Punk, his second fight. They put a normal guy in the ring. It's what happens when you
Yeah.
put it's like when an amateur boxer, he's
Yeah.
hopping when he throws shit. You know what I mean? It's like watching a backyard
Yeah.
boxing, like when you and your.
The internet stopped.
There we go.
Still recording, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Hell yeah. That's
It's
what's up.
back. We're back live.
That's what I'm talking about. We're
That's
live
good.
again.
Sid, any more exciting boat stories? Do you have any?
Nah, that was it. But
Were you driving over here thinking topic number 1? Got it.
No, I was.
The boat story.
No, I was actually.
hard on you.
I was actually planning on.
Oh, I know where all this venom
So
coming
no, I
from.
gotta
What?
record. I gotta record later, and I was planning on calling Ansley out on
Please, Matt.
the NHL loss.
Please, Matt.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, he was-
Absolutely.
I mean,
attacking you, dude.
Shane was mad cheery when I first got in here.
27 outshot him 27-12 again, and still lost. The game's ridiculous. Lightning versus Flyers is the
You think it's rigged?
most unfair matchup possible, especially because Noah doesn't play defense. He lets the computer play defense.
That's
I
a
did-
serious,
Is there a
that's a serious
softer-
allegation.
I did peep
You
that.
pick a better team, significantly better, the best team in the game versus arguably the worst.
Yeah.
And then one of the best goalies in the game. So your computer goalie is better.
True.
Yeah.
And then you let the computer play defense.
Gotta
Noah,
play your own
Noah,
game.
this is we don't do that junk.
I
That's
did
chick
not pick
stuff.
the Lightning. I said, let's do
That's
random.
little brother
You said-
chick stuff.
You said, no,
Mr.
I'm going to be the Flyers. You be the Lightning. I'm going to beat your
How do you
ass.
respond to the
I didn't say
allegations?
I would never ever say I'm gonna beat your ass ever, dude. Don't ever lie
You
like
absolutely
that again.
would.
Yo,
How dare you?
How do you respond to the allegations of letting a computer play your defense?
I mean, I think that's just a bunch of BS.
What's
I was out
BS
there-
about it?
I was playing lanes. If once in a while,
Play
if once in a while, the computer comes in there and
This is exactly
Does
evil
a little
hippie shit.
poke.
Dude. He is an evil hippie. How do you go from camping to letting the computer play defense? Where's your
I'm
honor?
playing lanes.
I mean,
playing
how do you
lanes.
go from honor out one with nature, looking at birds and shit, to then
True.
sitting in a living room being like, oh,
Going
man.
fully cybernetic.
He also was pulling all of his defensive players down.
That
and
was
then
a good
getting
play.
off of them.
That was
Yeah.
yeah, that was
That was pretty sick.
Yeah. You're good at letting the computer play defense. That's
Hey,
a skill.
Hey, I'm playing my game. What did the score say? What did the score
What did
say?
the score
3-2 in overtime. You won.
And what did the other one say?
4-2.
4-2.
I
Regulation.
wonder if we added up the shot totals and time of possession. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean,
It's unbelievable.
I mean,
I
but
put 4 off the post, dude. Shut the fuck up back there, Noah. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm glad he's off me now, though.
Well,
Yeah, I was
We'll
getting-
be back.
I was catching that heat for
I'll
a
be
second.
back.
you are.
I was trying to figure out what was going on. Sorry.
What do you have you seen the thing about the Wall of Moms
No.
in Portland now? This is something actually I was
Oh,
excited to talk
Jesus,
about.
dude. Don't get me started
Yeah,
on
that's gonna
Portland,
piss you
bro.
off. So they're in Portland. I think it was Portland, and some mom on Twitter went. I guess like it was like they're shooting kids with rubber bullets, blah blah blah. And she was like, "What if all us and all other moms formed a wall of moms around them?" And then she started this thing that went viral, and now she's giving people like moms. Literally, her one tweet was like, "We're down here, moms were pushed, blah 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 blah."
Moms were pushed. It's pretty funny.
That was her tweet.
Yeah.
Moms were pushed.
Moms were pushed.
She's like, "Why don't you leave our children alone?" It's like they're not pet.
Well, it's not,
Yeah, they're not-
where are those kids?
they're like occupying a national estate building. It's like, why don't you leave our kids alone? It's like, dude,
Dude, I get hyped up when
I
moms
saw-
get pushed.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
I get so hype.
they're
I
probably.
like seeing a mom get pushed.
I don't know. They should, if they think that thing's impenetrable, bro, you gotta send the kid, dude. I'll penetrate a wall of moms, dude.
Dude, I saw this article. It's this guy named Richard Reed,
Mm-hmm.
R-E-A-D. I looked him up. He's a huge tool. He's the Seattle bureau chief of the Los Angeles Times. He wrote an article about that lady that got naked in front of the
yeah.
cops. The article is like, first of all, the title of it, "Out of Portland Tear Gas, an Apparition Emerges, Capturing the Imagination of Protesters." The whole thing, dude. Portland, Oregon. She emerged as an apparition from the clouds of tear gas as federal agents fired pepper balls and angry protesters at the angry or fuck this.
Did he just
Yeah,
find
I
out
just-
what
Fuck this
apparition?
thing, dude. It makes me so angry.
Did he just find out what apparition means? So he used it in the title
Yeah.
and the immediately again in the first sentence.
It's like
Oh, it's just it's a fucking naked chick.
it was a naked lunatic.
Yeah.
Clearly,
Yeah.
She did yoga in front of the cops for Instagram.
Yeah.
I don't like.
That's
And that-
what a
now
lot-
it's
yeah.
going to win a Pulitzer.
He compared it to.
Jesus
He
fucking
literally in
Christ.
this article compared it to standing in front of the tanks at Tiananmen Square.
Yeah.
In this article.
Dude.
Yeah, they're
This-
trying to get it a Pulitzer. They're trying to win it.
They're
trying to-
fucking LARPing. They're like walking around. They're getting encouraged by the news, which, first of all, the news are like now threatening. Like we were talking about before, threatening to dox each other. Tucker's telling the New York Times they're threatening to dox him. The New York Times like, no, we're not. And you have these idiots who are caught in a fight between two companies who are dying. The old media
Yeah.
companies are slowly dying. And then there's like, they're just convincing young ladies to be naked so their Instagram can blow up. It's fucking, they're LARPing and all walking around their heads being like, something happened in here.
They really are, man.
And it's just nothing. It's you guys are being
Dude.
completely psyoped by major corporations.
Numerous photos and videos posted on Twitter show the unidentified woman as she halted in the middle of the street at about 1:45 a.m. She stood calmly, a surreal image of human vulnerability in the face of an overpowering force.
What? Dude, if that was another country, they'd stone her to death. They would fucking stone her.
Again, that's what brings us. No, never mind.
Well, dude,
Just
that's
start supporting what the Moz are up to.
yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm culturally very.
That's your religion,
accepting.
bro. That's
Do
your
you
religion.
think
What
that
are
was a
you
mom? Do you think that The lady was.
That was not the Wall of Moms. That was
not the Wall of Moms.
Idol.
That
Was just one slut. It was just
And then,
the Isle of sluts.
in the article, it claims it like puts out the idea that the cops left because of her.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
Like it was
Yeah.
like she was so powerful, and then she slipped into the crowd unidentified. She slipped away
naked. They're
Yeah.
like, where'd that
unscathed.
naked lady go?
Yeah.
People with like night vision and like military tactical gear were like, we lost the
He
naked
describes
lady.
her movements like she was doing like
Like a
yoga and shit.
panther?
It's like gracefully moving on the pavement. And the
What a fucking
And then I looked at his picture
dork.
and he looks like a fucking dork, dude. It's so funny.
sex
Look up
pest.
his picture and
Classic
he's
sex
like-
pest journalism.
It
Dude.
really was. It clearly a sex pest.
Ew,
I definitely
dude.
jerked off to this naked lady.
Keep your cummy thoughts out of my
Get your
fucking
cummy
paper,
thoughts
dude.
out of my news.
Naked lady. Ugh. Yeah, man.
The
That
cops probably just didn't want to catch a Me Too case.
dude. What are you gonna do? Fucking yeah. What are you gonna
Dude,
rip up a
what are you
naked
talking
lady?
about? It was probably like a stripper, dude. Where you're like, I bet I can hit one into her. You know what I mean? They had
True.
some
Yeah, that's
pepper-
what I'm-
Dude,
yeah.
if I had a rubber bullet and there was a naked lady spreading her pussy out,
You're gonna send one in.
and it's me and my boys, and we're all wearing masks.
Yeah.
And we got the blue line, dude. We got the blue line. We're not telling on each other. Nobody's snitching.
Do you think that's like? Do you think that's
Just-
probably how you defeat? You remember like the Star Wars? I have to like hit the Death Star in that one spot. If you just shoot a lady in her naked pussy, the whole movement shuts down. If you can just get it in, it's like Luke's just like wahoo,
Flying away.
The wall of moms just falls.
Yeah.
the whole mom just disappears. They slowly turn to powder. And oh man, if that lady got shot in the pussy, that would have been Tiananmen Square level, dude.
That would have been fucking
Yeah.
brutal.
Didn't they
dude. If
stand
you
in
got
front
hit
of-
with a pussy? Dude, that would have been brutal.
Dude, if that was the new Kent State, if the Kent State
They
massacre,
likened
the
it-
bunch
they
of
likened
ladies
it to
all
that.
got shot in the pussy.
They likened it to that. This article, again, compared that naked lady in Portland doing yoga in front of cops to Tiananmen Square.
Dude, people
What
are
a
getting
time.
psyoped into being like, you guys are revolutionaries. It's like you guys are fighting for the DNC. Just like such an old money evil entity, and you're
Yeah.
out there like, I gotta make sure we gotta get Biden in the office.
Yeah, we have
I'll
to
get
have
fucking
Biden.
it. That's what they get. All that stuff about like they're calculating like the black, white, Latino vote. They basically at the end of the article like it's up to white people to get Biden in this office right now. Because they're basically saying like, I
It's a
swear to
great
God,
article.
I
It's
swear
up
to
to
God.
us, white people, to save the day.
It was basically that. It was
we
being
can
like,
do it.
It was like, we can't rely. They're not going to be able to rely on the. They're saying the only thing that's given Biden such a lead is the white vote. And they're like, Biden's winning. But again, it's like,
Oh, fuck, I forgot there was another part of that article. They were, fuck, I forget what it was called. They were either, I think they were calling her Portland's Athena. Quick Civil War fact.
what?
On top of the Pennsylvania Memorial out at Gettysburg, the statue on top is Nike, the Greek goddess of victory and peace.
Really? That's pretty tight.
Pretty
dude.
tight.
That's fucking.
You
really
should see the
tight.
memorial we put up.
Of Nike?
Pennsylvania rules. At Gettysburg, everybody else has pretty cool monuments. Virginia has a big Robert E. Lee statue.
It's coming down. I might
dude.
get naked and face fuck
If you,
Robert E.
it's
Lee.
funny. Anybody near or any historian that loves the Civil War, like Gettysburg, they're like, Robert E. Lee was the man. Everybody always is like, hold on,
People are gonna
Robert E.
have to-
Lee was the man.
They got to start walking that back now.
Even this app that I downloaded, that's the auto tour of Gettysburg. They're like, well, he's got a trouble. People are asking some questions about him, but Robert E. Lee was pretty cool.
Here's something he did that was interesting that some people might say is cool.
But no, Pennsylvania basically built like the Taj Mahal at Gettysburg, and every other state's monument just stinks.
Really?
Arkansas is terrible. Arkansas is
What do they got?
they have like a slab with like it looks like a nice tombstone.
What would you do if I took deface the Nike thing?
If you deface Nike, first off, you could never get up there
You don't think I can get up there?
with those hips.
Holy.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was
That's climbing
You
hips.
tried to PA me.
How did I PA
You went OL. You hit me with an OL by trying to deface a statue at Gettysburg. That's one of my OLs. How dare you?
That's fair enough. You hit me with a rubber
did
bullet.
come
You
back.
PA'd me with a rubber bullet. I was an apparition rising off the mound at Gettysburg.
There he is. Who, that apparition? Oh, the one that's right there. Shoot him.
A young man with bitch hips rose off the pavement. A young man with bitch hips and a penis was immediately tackled by
Both sides
young-
of the riot wanted to get rid of him immediately. No one was happy with this
a young
apparition.
statue of David rises.
True, they should get some naked dudes out there. See
That's what I'm
see
saying.
how well received they are.
they should have someone just suck someone's dick, and all of a sudden the cops are like, what the fuck's going on here?
In your face, cops.
Yeah, we're totally getting those cops right now.
Yeah, we're nailing
We need
them.
a wall of moms, dude. I don't feel safe in here without
We
like
need
a
a wall of
bunch
moms.
of just like a metric ton of just frumpy women. It looked like it's like I thought it was gonna be like I don't know, maybe I'm kind of a pervert. I'm like, oh, these are gonna be hot moms.
No.
It's just like From Fest, dude.
Nah.
I mean, it's just like it's a good human shield.
That's the whites have been doing that. They did it a couple times. Where
What?
they're like, we need to use our privilege to protect black people. So they would make lines of
Yeah.
white women in between the cops and black protesters.
Yeah.
It's pretty
I just-
sick.
I don't. What a pussy you
It's
have
good to really
be.
get in the front of a protest.
Well,
as
also
a white
imagine
person.
the level of pussy you're dealing with, where you're gonna like stand behind your mom. If my mom got in front of me at like some sort of heated situation with armed guards, I'd be like, Mom, get the fuck behind
Yeah,
me.
you gotta get out of here.
Where's the wall of sons, bro? The fact that you're gonna sit there and let your mom fucking protect.
Tell you where
bunch
the
of-
wall of suns is, dude.
Where?
It's that thin blue line straight across.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! You're gonna make me fucking cry, dude.
I love cops.
You're gonna make me fucking cry, bro.
We need to get a blue stripe across this thing for
might
our
paint one.
for our brothers.
I might, dude.
All
Wall
the
of
cops.
sons?
The walls of sons.
Dude, trash man with guns. Let's go. That's what cops are, trash men with guns, and they're like, and then they left. They were definitely fucking like, oh my god, look at that lady's pussy.
Yeah, they definitely stood there and were like,
They were like
Yeah.
bragging
Sweet.
about overtime, like, oh shit, a pussy. You're like, nice.
Yeah.
And then that was it. And like, who's that fucking pussy with a tape recorder talking into it?
Yeah.
And then an apparition rose
Oh.
from the steam of the pavement.
I wanted to see the front. Like, is that a world-changing pussy she had
no,
there?
she had pubes, obviously.
What?
Yeah.
A ton of. She
You
had
think
bush.
so? You saw it?
I saw it.
You saw it?
But it goes without saying, if you live in Portland, you have a bush.
Fair.
Chances are you have armpit hair.
All I could see was the steam rising from the camel toes of the wall. Yeah, man, that was it's getting like more and more ridiculous with just this weird thing of trying to basically incite that they're basically like being like, hey man, you know, sometimes you gotta like, this is what they call this good chaos. The guy who's the guy who just died? He was a civil rights dude. Just this weekend they were talking
Yeah,
about
guy
on the
from
news.
Georgia.
Brown or something.
I think it's Lewis.
John Lewis, that's what it was. They
John Brown.
John Brown, my bad. I was
Get me
thinking-
on the Civil War, dude. Don't get me started.
John
on the
Brown?
Civil- John
Civil
Brown
War?
was, yeah, dude. Yeah.
But they were saying they're like John Lewis. Oh my God, John Lewis just died, and he was known for causing that good kind of trouble. I'm like, well, all right, you know, I hear you guys are saying. You guys wolf whistling to fucking young weird white people who are just like, what? I'll do the good kind of
I
trouble.
want good trouble.
I'll do good trouble.
Yeah.
Mom, I'm going to protest. Mom,
You gotta come with me and
you come
form the
with me.
wall.
We're gonna do a wall.
So they
Mom.
can't shoot us.
Those rubber bullets sting, Mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're slightly trying to goad people into like doing weird shit that pretty much white like there's like weird white gun toting dudes who like occupy national buildings and be like, this is ours now, and everyone's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? So
One of them should get naked.
that would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
A boog boy. I need to see a boog boy's butthole, dude. Morale's fucking going low on this part.
Sid the Kid, you're a black conservative. What's going on?
I mean, I hate it all.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's,
Yeah,
I mean, what is going
Hold on.
on?
Are you gonna vote for Trump?
I have been thinking about it.
Really?
I've been considering.
Damn.
I'm either gonna.
You just upped the amount of black people voting for Trump by like 30%.
Hell yeah. I mean, I'm either gonna vote for Trump or not at all.
That's kind of the move.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. I couldn't vote for Hillary. Dude, did you see the new Trump commercial?
Yeah.
Or it's just
On
all
Instagram?
yeah, where it's just like a
Pretty
minute and
tight.
33 seconds. We're just like, I'm bringing the country together. It's just like white and black dudes shaking hands and being like, let's fucking do this, bro. It's fucking good stuff.
That's a good commercial.
Great
Yeah.
commercial.
So so it's 2 Trump votes?
I'm not gonna vote for Trump. I'm not gonna vote.
Yeah. It's,
I'll vote for Kanye. I swear, if Kanye
Yeah.
runs, I will vote for Kanye. That's actually, I'm
It's
watching.
a good vote.
I'll vote for. I might actually vote this year and vote for Kanye, just to get those numbers up. I want to see people have to contend with the fact that he like took a little chunk. I'm the purple party, bro. I'm sorry to say it. I'm
You've
down
been
here.
on that. Look at that shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
Sid's in
Purple,
on it.
We only need to
All
communicate in symbology, dude. Of course, he's wearing a purple shirt. But yeah, dude.
I do kind of want Trump to win though.
Do you?
Like, I don't know if I want to be a part of it. You know, because like.
Yeah, you don't want to have the blood on your hands.
Exactly, just in case he does flip his shit for his second term.
Yeah.
But I want to see these other people lose.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want to see him win so COVID goes away.
Yeah, I would like to see as soon as Biden gets in office, them being like, "Oh, he did it."
It has to, dude.
It will. It'll be pretty funny.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
Whatever
problem.
gets me college football.
True.
is who I'm voting
That's
for.
the party line now.
That's who I
Yeah.
vote for.
Yeah, man. I mean, they're also like if you have the amount of money stacked up on either side of them. Because right now, I think Fox is running a black psyop. You noticed when Nick Cannon got hit with all the shit, the Masked Singer I think refused to cancel him. I think that's on Fox. Could be wrong, but the Fox show was like, we stand behind Nick Cannon.
God damn, dude, that fucking pisses me off.
And well, and if you think about it, dude,
Come on, NBC.
Have you ever tried?
Pussies.
Exactly, dude. Have you ever, dude? Fox should do a new Saturday Night Live. That'd be fucking sick.
That was Mad TV.
Oh yeah, see, like, exactly, man. But Fox is also, if you notice, like Fox has definitely Empire was a Fox show. Fox is like has a lot of like black dramas. I think Power on Fox. All right, so Fox Power is basically Empire, just on Stars. But dude,
True.
Fox is like launching a lot of shows. Fox is driving a black audience to like TV shows, and then I think they're slowly like, nah, the canon's cool. I'm telling you, they're psyoping the black vote, which is
Yeah. I also want Kaylee McEnany to stay doing press briefings.
who's
Oh
that?
yeah, that hot ass chick.
Dude,
Tom's hot babe.
I haven't seen her talk yet, but
She's the best talker in America.
I've seen her
right
talk
now.
some shit back to the reporters, which is funny.
Yeah, she fires.
It's
back.
good to have a hot chick instead of that fucking wonky-eyed lady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because that one everybody
that?
could be mean to, and like
Yeah.
even if she won the argument, everyone was like, "Yeah, but you're still fucking
Yeah.
You're a
ugly,
fucking bitch."
bitch, stupid
Did you
bitch."
did you hear one of our
Now
one
there's
of
a hot bitch up there.
one of
just like,
Shat Nation?
Shut up.
Yeah, basically like I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, hot chick.
Shat
They can
Nation
pull it off.
Yeah.
found out someone slid me the DOS on the mooch, saying they cleaned the mooch's car and found backwoods in his glove compartment. He smokes weed. The mooch smokes. This guy sent me. He's like, "Yo, I have something big to break," and I'm like, "What is it?" He's like, "It's about the mooch." And I'm like, "Do tell."
Scaramucci
He
smokes
just showed me
weed.
a pack of backwoods. And I'm like, "All right, he smokes fucking weed.
Sick.
It's fine."
Oh, that's pretty funny.
It's a big.
Yeah.
That's a big.
That's a
DOS.
big deal. Mooch smokes blunts.
For
Yeah.
backwoods at that. It's pretty
Yeah.
fucking impressive. I think I'm pretty sure they're backwoods.
Didn't they fire? He was like in for a week.
He
Now
went-
he's being salty. He's been talking some shit.
What was he saying?
Mooch has been talking some shit on
Trying to secure the
Trump
bag,
dog.
dude.
I don't
You
like
know how much
it.
money they'll give you have if you're like, yo, I was there for a week. I have a story to tell about he was a dickhead. They're gonna be like, we'll give you 50
Yeah,
G's.
I think Mary Trump, is that her name? Just wrote a book
Oh, his niece.
that was like they use the N word a lot. I was like, nice.
Really,
Yeah.
dude. There's not even just like the media covers him pretty extensively all day long, and that was not enough. So now they're like, it's memoir after he's had like 5 hit memoirs
Yeah.
where people just were like, oh, I was there. He's a total fucking asshole. He said
Yeah.
Africa sucks.
He's got a small dick and then said the N word a bunch. New York Times bestseller. Done.
Yeah, I knew Junior. So my best friend went to the Hill School.
Yeah,
So I
Trump Jr.
Yeah, Trump Jr. He went to the Hill School in Pottstown, and the only interaction that I really had, he was cool to me, and so we were playing pool one time,
Yeah.
and he was in there just chilling. We played a couple. I fucked him up in pool, and then
Trump Jr.
Yeah, nobody.
He might tweet at you, bro. You keep talking that mess.
Yeah, come at me, Trump Jr. Come at me,
You
dude.
beat Trump Jr. in pool?
Yeah, I beat everybody.
How are you going to lead with the boat story?
That was an accident.
Unbelievable.
That was I misheard something. So
I like the boat story.
we're
a
playing.
twist.
You're fucking
$5 fucking bucks.
This good cop, bad cop junk has to stop.
It's not.
Yeah.
I was genuinely excited to learn that it was $5. $5 difference.
Why are you smiling when you say that?
Because
What's funny about
I
it?
just thought it was fucking funny. I thought it was a good story.
What was good about it?
It was a base story. It's a base story.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you keep going with the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
Trump
yeah.
part.
Sorry, hold on. How old was Trump Jr.?
He's about my age. Like we were about the same age.
When he lived in Pottstown?
Yeah, he went to the Hill School.
Wait, Trump.
What the fuck?
Trump Jr. Dude, there's no way he's your
the
age.
fuck? You played him
Oh
in
wait,
pool?
yeah, maybe he is.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah, that makes that's perfect
Yeah.
sense. Where was Trump during all this?
I mean, he was preparing to lead the free world. He was getting ready for it. He was just living life.
They get along pretty well, right?
The Hill School is a boarding school,
Right.
so it's just like where all the rich people send their kids to just go get a really good.
You were just at the pool hall, dude. Kid
Yeah,
from the other
just
side of the
hanging out.
tracks.
Just
the
hanging
private
out.
school
And Trump
kid
Jr.
came
came
down.
in. And
Yeah, he
smoked.
was already there when I got there, and like I played pool with him multiple times.
He's definitely telling this story too, by the way. He's like,
Dude,
well, I have played billiards with a black guy once. He's told this story about 20
I
times.
guarantee you he's telling this story,
Yeah.
right? So another kid came in that apparently nobody liked.
Yeah.
But his dad was wealthier than everybody's dad at the school. I don't remember who he was, but that's what they would say about him. And he got into a little tiff with my friend about who was next. And Trump Jr. was like, he starts arguing with him. He's like, my dad will buy and sell your dad. And they just kept going
Sick
back. They,
response.
like those two were just going back and forth.
Him and Trump Jr. talking.
Yeah,
dads?
with like insults like that.
Damn, Trump
For,
Jr. won though. Again, this all goes back to Trump Jr. Trump getting called out by Obama at the Correspondents' Dinner.
Yeah, exactly.
People talked a lot of shit, and Trump was
Yeah.
like, "All right,
Okay.
all right." Trump Jr.
Yeah,
won. I mean, it took years, but he won the argument. His dad's president.
Yeah.
True. Damn, dude. So what did Trump Jr. How did he end this discussion?
I mean, what really it ended with the other guy kind of like slinking away. Like he was doing that thing where he was trying to act like the things he said won him the argument, but you could tell that he was like, "This fucking sucks." 'Cause like everybody in there kind of hated him, and then he just kind of like walked away with his like, with his head held high, knowing he lost. It was pretty sick.
Nice.
Damn, I love when rich
Yeah.
people get in arguments like that. They're like,
Dude, it was
I want to
the
play
best.
next. I want to play next, and it's like my dad can buy you. It's like
Yeah.
fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
My
it was-
dad can buy you. I guess that's how rich people argue. Us
For sure.
poors sit around like, my dad could beat your dad's
Dad
ass.
can kick your fucking dad. Yeah. That's sick, dude. I wish I wish your dad would buy me and my dad. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I guess if my dad was a billionaire.
You would tell people. I mean, dude, that's like
It's a tough one not to bring up, to just
For
be like,
sure.
oh, my dad's worth like a country.
yeah,
So
true.
chill.
Because that's what the other guy. It was like
gonna be
Trump.
crazy.
Trump struck first. Junior struck first.
What Junior
And was
say
like
first?
my dad would buy and sell your dad. And then the other guy was like my dad would buy and sell your dad like 4 times. It was just that. He just like
I bet they
everything.
didn't say that to you.
It was like they already had my dad. They were like, do you want to see your dad?
Your dad comes in, he's like, what the See, what had happened was, I played billiards, these motherfuckers don't buy them, motherfuckers. I said, shit, I'm gone, baby. I said, sorry, you going to raise yourself now. Don't worry, you'll learn jujitsu.
I lost myself in a bed. Oh my god! Instead of like the car keys, there's like.
How about my services?
It's like, what? Get off the stairs. No, I'm wagering myself.
I'm all in.
Just push the chips in. You're like,
And me. What do you got? I was bluffing. Damn it. Damn it, I work for you. Yo, I'm surprised you guys haven't been on that fucking a judge, dude.
Who?
A judge from New Jersey.
What the fuck is that? What's going on with that guy?
Yeah. Well, it was a lady.
Suicide Squad tried to get him or her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a female judge, and she was presiding over her case was the Deutsche Bank, which I guess, I don't know. I don't know the details on it, so a lot of these people are probably going to scream.
Sure.
But it was connected to Epstein, and like the investors were suing Deutsche Bank for not, like for ignoring red flags and just giving this dude loans, like crazy amounts of
Yeah.
money. When it's like, dude, he just got arrested for like raping kids.
Like, what's good?
How is this guy getting approved for loans right now? Shit like that.
Yeah.
I think that was the case.
But he got loans after he settled
dude,
out of court?
he settled out of court in like the 90s, I think.
Dude,
he did. He
made
definitely
most
did.
of his fortune.
he was
after
still
being
making money.
released.
Yeah, but so this judge, she was the head. She was the judge in the case, and a dude dressed as a FedEx driver went to their house, knocked on the door. That her husband answered the door. He shot him a bunch. Son comes running up the steps. He shoots and kills the son, and then ran off.
Didn't get the mom?
Didn't get the mom. She was in the basement.
Oh, he's a sexist.
She might have been stuck.
He's sexist.
Oh, and that's what they said.
Yeah,
they were like, he's a sexist.
What?
No, that was the narrative. Because
Yeah.
right after he shot her, I was like, how are they going to spin this to make this guy a right wing? Like, he has to be something.
Yeah.
So they were like, no, he hated women. He was a misogynist because I think he had a case that was women didn't have to apply for the draft. Is what he was trying to
that
push.
was the men's right. They were saying he's a
And
men's
they were saying
right
he's a
lawyer.
men's rights guy
The
for
shooter.
saying that women didn't need to join the draft.
Yeah.
Somehow he was sexist.
Yeah.
Which that sounds like a pretty nice thing to do for women.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he was a
I don't
guy
know.
who was doing. It was like the guy who bought all the Washington Redskin names. He was a lawyer
Yeah.
who also happened to be like, well, I'm going to use my lawyer powers to just like advance the MRA platform. So he was basically being like, well, maybe boys don't rule, maybe boys don't rule, maybe girls,
Yeah.
maybe both of us rule a little bit. And he started taking legal action. I think he was firing class action lawsuits for shit.
Yeah,
About,
but
like, all
I could
ladies.
also-
He sued Ladies' Night. If a bar had Ladies' Night, he would put in.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah, apparently, allegedly. I don't want to besmirch this guy's name.
In the chat, they said he sued Jim Norton from Opie and Anthony.
Oh yeah. He was like an O&A. Yeah. So this guy was also, I mean, clearly a nut. But
This is the guy that did the shooting.
allegedly, I think he killed himself.
He
in the
Walter
woods or
White.
something.
Didn't he have
Goodness
cancer?
gracious.
They're pushing that.
So I'm gonna go get that judge before I die.
Yeah, but I could be wrong. I think she ruled for him in the one case that he presented her.
Really?
I think.
And he still forgot women could be judges.
Wait, so why are
Shut
they?
the husband.
Oh, they're calling
Damn.
him. So they're not calling him a sexist because he didn't shoot the judge.
No, they're calling him a sexist
'Cause he
because of his
sued-
previous
Yeah.
cases.
Oh, I thought it was
All
because he
right, that's
felt
the
the
least
guy.
of this guy's concerns. He's a double murderer.
He's also dead.
He's a double murderer. He
Yeah.
murdered two people. And you're like, he was a sexist, right?
You know,
It's
this
like,
guy was a bit of a sexist.
Sure.
Yeah, he was like the professional. Like
Yeah.
no women and children. Well, except,
Well, he got children. He got one kid.
well, yeah.
How old was the kid?
20, I think.
That's
Yeah,
that's drinking. That's
Not too
almost
bad.
drinking age.
He's assassinable.
It's funny. The guy who murdered a family. Did you know he was sexist? Oh my god! Oh my god! What a monster!
Cancel him now.
He was a men's rights activist.
Yeah.
The guy who murdered a family. What a fucking maniac! Yeah, that's retarded.
Every time
That's
one
even
of
a
these,
detail.
every time one of these happens, they're like, "Did you find his manifesto? See, he was on the other side,
Yeah.
not on our team.
Yeah.
Look at his social media. I bet you he loved Trump or something like that every single time."
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
trying to exactly.
It's
That's
a
what I was talking about
weird
the
thing.
COVID stuff. They're trying to pin every murderer to like Trump somehow encouraging them, and then like the COVID stuff. It's like, dude, all the money on the line. What if they come up with if they came up with a vaccine? It would be, and they know this. It would be bad for the Democratic Party if that thing dropped now, because Trump would somehow get the credit. Trump would get if they do the vaccine now. Trump would somehow amass all that
Yeah.
credit, and people would be like, oh, Trump rules. So there is a reason to withhold that thing until like November.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Would they do it? I don't know. Are they that dirty? I seem to think so.
Yeah.
See, people, if you ever interacted with like criminals long enough, like people think like, oh, that's crazy, but like, dude, there's people out there who will do fucked up shit, and they think all day long. They think about doing fucked up, crazy shit. Some of them make it to the top, bro.
Yeah.
And people can't fathom that, and it's like, dude, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's why I can't stop thinking about the FedEx assassin, because like when he was putting on that FedEx outfit, he was like, dude, I'm the shit. I'm the best assassin.
Yeah,
so
dude.
good.
Actually, he was probably thinking like, I have to do this or they're gonna kill my family.
That's also
You know what I mean?
yeah.
What do you mean?
That guy was
He's a
definitely,
nut job.
he's a patsy.
Oh, you thinking he's a patch?
Yeah.
He was psyoped.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
so
he probably didn't even do it. They probably just had to see somebody shoot them, and then they just shot that guy in the woods, and we're like, oh, I can't believe he did that.
They
like-
found a crazy guy in a
Yeah.
FedEx
They're
outfit
like,
in the
here's
woods.
here's a retarded guy who bothered people. Yeah.
yeah, man. Well, that you're saying though, that lady was the judge who cut
Yeah.
the deal for Epstein.
She was looking into it, into like where the finances were going.
What?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying
They just
that was.
killed her.
I thought you were saying that was the lady who cut the deal. I thought that was a dude who cut
No.
Epstein a deal.
No,
So
she was the judge overlooking this Deutsche Bank
So she's a patriot.
case.
She's a goddamn
she
patriot.
Was, she was maybe.
First of all, the left can't take credit for Epstein shit. That was like weird 4chan people who kind of
Yeah.
cracked the nut on that thing. So they're gonna be like, "Oh, we called Epstein." It's like,
Wait, the left's claiming Epstein?
I think they're like now putting out Netflix things like Epstein, fabulous rich life on
Yeah.
Netflix. And it's like,
With
dude,
that fucking British dude.
Yeah.
The life of the rich and famous. This $48 million sex slave.
yeah, what? It's a
Jeffrey
weird,
Epstein.
It's a strange documentary. To be like, get behind the scenes of the rich and fabulous, the eccentric billionaire Jeffrey Epstein.
With the
It's like,
sex dungeon temple.
I gotta watch that actually. Do they,
Praise payment for that. That's pretty sick. That was Moloch. That was Moloch's work. Shout out Moloch.
You think for Epstein's sex
Yeah,
dungeon?
there's an owl on it. Dude, it's Moloch.
True.
Please.
Drake symbol. Just saying.
Jersey Drake.
I'm just saying.
If Moloch's behind all those hits, I definitely support Moloch.
Did you hear about the? I think no, that was Spud talking about that on War
Wait,
Mode.
who's Moloch?
Cindy, don't bring
Oh,
that
my
into
bad.
your
Ask
life.
him.
Dude. Don't bring it into your
Ask
life.
for him,
It's
he'll
demonic
show up,
entity.
dude.
All right, fair enough. How
He's
many
an
times?
owl that loves fucking young sniz.
Drake. It's Drake.
already
Pretty much
already
Drake.
a fan.
Makes hits.
Yeah.
Has a temple on an island.
Dude. So I didn't know that was the missing piece because I knew there was another guy apparently who dressed up as a ninja and assassinated a entrepreneur and almost got away with
Entrepreneur.
it. It was an entrepreneur.
Wait, what happened?
So this was like last news cycle. There was a guy who he dressed up as a ninja, and and I don't know if it was related, but the entrepreneur, one of his startups, was basically punked but it was like a pranked app where like you could record a sick prank, and then I could like go online and be like, yo, I need some pranks in my life, and you could like buy pranks. And I think I don't know if this is true, but people are alleging that the ninja assassin had gotten pranked and was pissed about it. And then, dude, dressed up as a ninja, evaded security, murdered this guy, got away, and I think they finally caught. I think they caught him like a week later. Yeah,
What
dude.
security. What did he talk about?
I mean, it was just he got into this like rich entrepreneur's office, murdered him, and got out undetected. And then I think they started.
And he was
like,
dressed as a ninja.
dressed as a ninja, murdered this guy.
It's a pretty sick story.
That is a pretty
yeah,
sick story.
pretty
Way
fucking
better than the book.
Good for that guy.
Pretty awesome. But yeah, they got
This
him.
FedEx assassin was kind of a pussy. Unless they were just trying to kill that judge's family, like, to send her a message.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
if
yeah.
he, like, shot the family and then ran away scared, that's pretty soft.
What?
That. I mean,
Oh, it's phone. Or it's mine.
I mean, that's probably going to happen, right? I mean, like you're
Mom, I'm talking about the Epstein case.
You're there to assassinate.
Mom, not now.
Mom, seriously, the guy was set up.
She's trying to get in the way.
True.
She's trying to form a line. She
Wall
knows.
of
She can
moms,
sense
dude.
it. The wall of moms needs to protect you.
True. She's like, dude,
From
stay
the
away,
Epstein.
stay off this.
She was washing the dishes and heard Moloch's name and was like,
Hold on. So the guy. So Epstein has a sex temple dungeon thing, and then he, allegedly hangs himself in jail, and then the person looking into the financial ties is murdered. Family is murdered, just not her.
yeah.
Yeah. That's enough.
It's
That
almost like, you want to know a
woman
weird
out.
one? The first DA that was looking into fucking, what's his name? How do I forget the guy? Sandusky?
Yeah.
He died. He vanished.
What?
Yeah. And his computer was found in the river, and the hard drive was taken. His car was just parked near a bridge.
That's Joe Pa.
I think Joe Pa killed the DA in Pennsylvania. That it's Center County, PA. That was looking into
Damn.
Sandusky. Well, no, that was because
Yeah,
that was
what do you
another
think he
whole. That was a
dressed
whole
as?
nother pedophile.
That could have been
Yeah.
any other Penn State
That was
fan.
Second Mile.
What did Joe Pa dress as when he did the?
The knee lion.
Yeah, no, he definitely dressed like Paulie from Sopranos. Joe Pa was an old wop. It's like they were just horsing around. Don't get involved.
What was that in The Sopranos? Was that in The Sopranos where that one guy does his last hit and he's like fucking coughing
Yeah.
and shit? Oh, it was his last hit, dude.
Yeah, that ruled. Yeah.
This is kind of a new phenomenon happening in America where people are dressing up to kill people.
Yeah.
This is kind of new, right?
New cosplay, dude.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
I can't get over the Epstein shit, man. The other thing, too, and this is what people maybe not considering, that would be the perfect opportunity for some sort of foreign entity, say like Russian operatives, Chinese operatives, to come in, light them up, and then just create more dissension and mistrust in the
Yeah.
United States government. So that's another thing, too. People always think, oh, it's this and that. Could be the deep state. Also, it could be any other country.
China.
Could
Yeah.
be China. It could be Russia.
Yeah, it depends. Was that a FedEx uniform or was it like a knockoff FedEx?
I mean, you'll
You
never
know?
know. You'll
Some
never
sort
know.
of Chinese junk.
Yeah,
Never
yeah.
know. We have intelligence agencies from like most of the countries in here fucking around doing stuff.
Yeah, I do. I am stuck on the fact that all these people are dressing up. I'm like, is that a consequence of taking blackface away from society?
Yeah, it is.
True.
Yeah.
No question. You took away our blackface. Obviously, we're going to start dressing up in elaborate costumes.
That was the
killing
only way they
people.
could get their kicks, dude. You took away blackface for the elites. It's like, what are we gonna do next? It's like, how about fucking kids?
What if
You're
we
like,
started fucking kids?
like, it was
Worshipping
actually-
demons.
It's not
Yeah.
bad, actually. It's pretty fun.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. I had this was actually pretty cool. Switching gears here.
Let's go ahead and put a pin in that.
Dude, let's put a pin in that lady not getting murdered for the Epstein stuff. So today I'm on like a mega program right now. It's pretty sick because right now Bay is in Chicago.
Yes.
I'm by myself, so I'm like, all right, how much stuff can I get done? As I'm trying to figure out. Because right now it's tough to get stuff done. So doing baby stuff, doing this, fun stuff. But it's like, let's see what my productivity can be if I'm just a man in a house. Because I was like, I swear I could get stuff done, but it's like, dude, as soon as Bay leaves, it's like Call of Duty on my phone. I'm fucking off. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
just a fucking piece of shit.
Welcome to my
if I don't
world,
have a
dude.
woman like bossing me
Yes.
around, I stayed up till 2 a.m.
Yes.
Jerked off last night.
Yes.
Played Call of Duty till my arms fell asleep.
Payman
and was
visited
like, God
you.
damn it, I'm such a piece of shit.
That was Payman. Payman visited
Dude,
you.
first of all, I don't think Call of Duty on your phone is real. In terms of like, I don't think
You don't think you're playing people?
you're playing people.
Maybe you're
dude.
playing the computer.
But they're supposed to be other real people. I don't think they are. The reason why is because I keep winning. I'm first place. I keep getting the last kill all the time, and I'm like, there's no way I'm just.
Maybe you're just nice at it.
I don't think so, dude. Although I think I
You
came
do
up
tend to suck at video games.
horrible at video games.
Other than MK.
I'm pretty nasty at MK.
Mortal Kombat,
Maybe
you're
that confidence
nasty at.
carried in, but dude, I'm telling you, man, it's like there's no way. 'Cause I'm like going to shoot guys, and like I'm standing at them, and they're just going like this. and not shooting at me. I'm like, pop. I'm like, all right, I got that guy. Dude, and every now and again, so they'll let me win. It's almost like a formula. Like, I'll win. Like, I'll start crushing it. And then I'll play a hard match. I'll lose. Then I'll win a couple times. It's almost like a formula. And I'm the best person every single time in the game, for the most part. I'm the best. And I'm like, dude, I think I'm playing versus like an algorithm. I think they're giving me, dude, I have like fake friends. I'm like, oh, cool, Slap Dad's here. And I'll like join Slap Dad. Pretty sure it's a bot, dude.
Yeah, you're just texting a bot.
Pretty sure it's a bot. And I'm like, come on, Slap Dad, let's get in there.
Yeah,
like,
we got to take B. Come on, Slap Dad. Lemaire, you didn't, I saw a grimace. You didn't like that.
No, I was looking online. I was looking into what you're saying, and they're saying, yeah, you're right.
What?
Until like level 10.
dude, I'm like level 27. In 2 days, by the way. That's all I did when I was in Chicago.
Yeah, Beezer's been ducking.
That's
me.
why I keep asking Beezer. I'm like, Beezer, I want to see if we can both play on a
Beezer
team.
ducks me in South Park.
What's with that?
I don't know. He's computer or cell phone gaming nonstop.
Yeah.
And then when you challenge him, he's like, I'm busy. It's like, Beezer, I know you're not, dude. It's because in South Park, I got Man Bear Pig as one of my fighters.
Ooh, that's
I'm
tough.
unstoppable. So I keep dropping that out in Beezer. And he's
does
like,
love-
where'd you get a fucking werewolf? He's like, dude. Yeah, but what's funny is because I can see his scores. Like, if I play, I can see his score for the day. It's like, damn, Beezer, you played for like 3 hours, dude. Play me.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see what you're up to, Beezer.
I was playing all day, every day in Chicago, and I was like, dude, Beezer, where are you at? He's like, I'm going to get in there. I tried searching his name. I couldn't find it. I'm like, dude, I need to know if this is real.
What's his name? Something funny.
Saint Beezer. It's like Saint Beezer. One word.
That's funny. He's not playing you. That's all he talks about.
He ducks fights, dude.
Yeah.
He's like Mayweather.
I want him to be
He
on my
claims to
team.
be the best, and then he just
Yeah.
ducks any real challenge.
I want him to be on my team, man. It's like, dude, I want to know that I'm playing with real people and I'm not just sitting here burning up my phone battery to play bots who are like convincing me I'm the best. It's fucking insulting, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're playing video games, staying up late, jerking
Nah,
off.
bro.
It's
I
rumpus
got-
time as soon as Bay left.
Nah, I pulled it together. It's funny. I
Yeah.
deleted. I was like, Brittany, I'm deleting this on my phone before I go home. And then like last night, I was like, I'm gonna check to see if it actually saved my game. It turns out it did. I was like, oh sweet, I'm still level 22.
Nice. I got to delete my betting app.
Yeah, dude. That's
I'm throwing away a lot of money.
What do you use?
FanDuel.
True.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm blowing money. Lost
might as
money
well
on
get them to
I
sponsor
lost
the
money on
cast.
Philly versus Orlando last night in
Hometown
MLS
bets bad,
soccer.
Yeah. Really? On
Yeah.
soccer?
Yeah, it was 1-1 in MLS. Dude, I'm betting on empty stadium MLS games, like a fucking high school scrimmage.
So
Yeah,
MLS
Sitting there
games.
watching it. Yeah, it's terrible.
You don't need
90
that.
minutes. Phil's like, turn this off. Fuck it. Me and Phil watched a preseason baseball game yesterday.
Money line?
Yankees Phillies.
Baseball betting on baseball. is hard, bro.
Preseason
Yeah.
baseball in front of an empty stadium. It ended 2-2 tie. They were like, we're not even going to play extra innings. It's crazy.
They just were like,
Yeah.
I was
fuck
like,
it.
holy shit, they didn't care? I was like, why would I watch this? At the end of the game, they're like, nah, it's good.
Tie.
2-2 is good. Let's go home.
What?
Yeah. Sid the Kid, what's going on with the boats? Come on, man. Fire us up, dude. This is it.
Well, let's talk Cannon. I want to talk
Oh,
Cannon.
the Cannon?
Yeah, did
Yeah.
you see the Cannon?
I did. The
What
Can Man.
What do you think about the Can Man?
I don't know, man. I appreciate the Most High. That's it. It's like if he's, I don't know. Maybe I am a Jew.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
You know.
I didn't
It's
know.
like I feel very. Every time somebody says the Most High, I get hype as fuck.
Well, most high rules.
Yeah.
It kind
It's a
of
cool
rules.
thing to say.
It's also, to me, it was so awesome. 'Cause I knew there was black Israelites. I didn't know how widespread that assumption was. I heard someone recently was like, man, I'll call a Gentile a Gentile. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fucking sick, dude. Calling Jewish people Gentiles. It's pretty fucking funny.
I don't think they like that.
Obviously not, dude. Talked to one Mr. Nick Cannon, dude. He found out hard.
Dude, the idea of it is fucking hilarious.
It's awesome, dude. To be like, holy shit, black people like
You'd
secretly
be like,
think they're
holy,
Jewish.
your guys' religion? No, that's ours, actually. You
Yeah.
guys are not your religion.
Dude, if you go back, first of all, read the ISIS papers, dude. If you go back, I tried looking it up and I was like, it's not what I thought it was. Just melanin theory.
Yeah.
That's the thing that we're coming from
Caucasus Mountains.
Yeah.
the Caucasus Mountains, and they named other mountains too that are like super far from there.
Yeah.
But dude, it was just
The
him.
Earls? I have no idea.
It was him and Griff just fucking spinning like ancient aliens history and being like, oh, facts. Like,
Yeah.
well, you all know that. And he's like, I mean, you got the receipts of that. Show him. Dude, Professor Griff had a brief. He went into a meeting. The thing that got him canceled in 1986, dude.
Yeah.
He went in to a meeting with like a major entertainment company, or it was like an interview or something. He used to carry briefcases full of books that were more or less just like Jehovah's Witness pamphlets of just like black people are Jews, deal with it. Check out this Egyptian symbol. That's Jews. And we're Jews. It's like, what? So he went in and he's like, I brought all my books. And he's like, I put them on the table. And I was like, actually, sir, we're the true Jews. And he was like, everyone was cool. Then he had a white Jewish girlfriend come in. So he had to act all offended for her. And dude, it was so fucking.
I would have loved to have seen a dude in that meeting when he's like, Egyptian symbol for Jews, we're Jews. Some dude was like, you guys weren't even Egyptian. I don't know if you know this. You're going to be bummed to hear this, Professor.
Professor Griffin, the Minister of Information. Dude, he went in on that meeting in like 1986, and like he's like, I broke it down. I showed him all the major companies, the fact they're all owned by Jews, and I'm not speaking hate. I'm just saying these are the facts. And Nick Cannon's like, you brought receipts, bro. It was so much fucking fun watching that, knowing he was like with the shitstorm he was about to get into.
And also, what the funnest part about the Nick Cannon thing is knowing he probably won't get in trouble.
They fucking slapped his
really.
wrist. They took away, Viacom dropped him. I think he'll get back. He was holding his ground, being like, fuck you, give me full rights to Wildin' Out. And they were like, no, we're actually dropping you.
Yeah.
Then he was like, I've talked to a bunch of rabbis. I may have made mistakes. Literally, his tweets were,
damn,
I've been educated by rabbis, and they told me that black people aren't Jews. But he still has a lot of support on Twitter. Again, 50 million Twitter users are bots. Keep that in mind. But there's a lot. I'm checking the comments. He has a lot of black people are on there being like, nah, dude, don't back down. This is bullshit. That's a version of cancel culture. Like, nah, dude, we are Jews. Stay strong. Fuck them. And it's like, I don't see what's anti-Semitic about what he said.
I don't even know if black people believe that we were Jews as much as they just believe that Jews stole something from them.
True.
You know what I mean? Because that's what's funny to me, the idea of these guys like sneaking in and stealing a whole culture. That shit is hilarious to me.
What, like
did
the Beastie Boys?
Well, dude, the worst part of it, no one will
Beastie
see.
Boys?
All of the current white rappers who are now, all the white Jewish rappers right now who are like, I mean, shit, man, it's what I've been trying to tell y'all. We've been dealing with this since. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Wow.
What if I start claiming that like my people are the original Beastie Boys? They stole that from us.
That would be a pretty fair claim. You might have something there.
Sure, you can bust out facts. I might write a book
think
about it. You can carry into a meeting.
You do need to transition into full black Israelite.
I'm already there,
I
bro.
think that's you. Matt?
Sorry. Here I go again, stealing culture.
This isn't about you right now. This is time for you to listen. Please go black Israelite. You're already black conservative, which is one step away.
Small step.
That's a baby step, being like, I could consider voting for Trump. That's one small step from black
I
conservatives.
think it's a bigger step than you think it is. Like they're not kind to me when they see me walking down the street with Ansley.
Who isn't?
Oh,
the
yeah, it's
the
tough.
black Israelites, they're not a fan of the interracial.
What if you
dating.
told him you're like, I'm a double agent. I'm deep undercover.
I mean, I try to give them the sign.
Well, that's what they're coming at Nick Cannon for. The true black Israel. You walk by him, you're like, the true black Israelites were giving Nick Cannon shit for dating a white woman.
Yeah,
They're like, this guy dated. I think they gave him shit for dating Mariah Carey. I want to say.
Yeah, it's like they call them like when you date a white woman, they call them animals. Like you're like mucking around with pigs and shit.
So, dude, the fact I'm like kind of charged up.
Look at the smile on that racist Lemaire's face.
Well, how good is your own racism? It's pretty fun.
Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
we can't be racist. Actually, we can't be racist. We can only.
I know. You guys are doing the best work possible to prove it.
Yeah.
That you guys are capable of anything.
Yeah,
And I appreciate that. Everyone's like, black people can't even be racist. They said the same thing about you guys in like swimming.
Yeah.
All that shit. And then here you are today, being the most racist group possible.
Yeah.
Being Deshaun Jackson's like, here's what Hitler said. I dare you to try to take my job, dude.
Yo, when you walk past black Hebrew Israelites, when you have a white chick with you, they just go faggot. Dude, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, black Israelites fucking
What I was
cool.
saying, Nick Cannon apparently he was like, "This is how I grew up. This was the stuff that was taught around me." And it's like, it's just got to be nice to see another person be like, "Thank you. I knew black people were Jews." And it's nice. I'm talking about like the fireplace at home feeling of someone hitting you with like your own inherent racism, where you're like, "Exactly, dude. That's all I'm trying to say."
Yeah. Nick Cannon's he's lying. That's new. That's new for black people.
I think, that could be true. Oh, he just started wearing the fucking. He wears like a turban.
Yeah.
Now. That's where the minister.
He was wearing that in like 17, 16,
Was he?
2016.
Yeah, the Minister of Information was like, dude, they don't want to see you wearing that fucking turban, bro. The Jews don't want to see you wearing a turban, bro. They don't want you knowing who you are.
Damn.
Dude, the analogy was so funny. He was like, imagine you go up and you see, he's like, man, you get your bike stolen, you're 6 years old. Now you're 12 years old. You know a little bit more. You're like, yo, that's my bike. I need that back. I mean, being Jewish is your bike that got stolen?
I wonder if they think like they're gonna,
Facts.
it's gonna just get discovered. Like everyone's gonna come to terms with being like, oh, black people are actually Jewish. Do you think like all the people that own banks are gonna be like, oh, here you go.
Yeah, that's what I was
We didn't know
thinking.
you guys were the Jews. That's who runs these. You know.
That's kind of what it is. That's well, dude. They were
Like
he
we
was-
all get a
he was
jewelry
still-
store.
I'm still trying to figure out what he.
Damn, this has to suck for Jews
What?
because a lot of them like were like, you know, like Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. Like us and black people are pretty much like we've both been through a lot
Yeah, but-
historically, and then all of a sudden black people are like fuck Jews. It's like wait no guys, come on.
Dude, they've been. I don't know if black people historically have been like fuck Jews for the most part. Just true. The fucking.
I think we like more like a side-eyed view of them. Like I don't know.
Well, they start.
The mayor acknowledged that's 2 votes, 2 for 2.
It's like, yeah, you're white, but you had some shit.
Yeah.
Good point.
I honestly.
Fucking Minister of Information back there.
Well, I feel like there's a little bit of a rivalry going on. 'Cause you get Jewish guys, I feel like they're like, yeah, we had the Holocaust, and black people were like, nod, and they're like, it was really recent. I think at a certain point, black people were like, pump the brakes, bro. You guys aren't the most oppressed. Like, chill. I think they're gunning for most oppressed. They're trying to do it
natives.
again. They already stole Judaism from you guys. Now, like, and actually, I think we were slaves. I think we're slaves.
Yeah, we were slaves.
I think we're slaves. Is that Moses? 1,000 years ago wasn't that long. Actually, think about it.
Damn, dude, this isn't great.
Well, at least we're kidding, and we're not sitting like facts.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I got
crazy.
I got the receipts, bro.
Like he's gonna keep some jobs.
Nick Cannon went on. That was the funniest part of all this. I said this to Brittany's family, and nobody said anything. I'm like, well, he also called white people subhuman, and like that's not an issue. But he was like,
No.
oh, by the way, you know, 6 banks are controlled by the same Jewish families, and people were like, this is absurd. This is crazy. And the
Why do you
guy who
think-
fired him from Viacom,
Why do you think that is?
the guy who fired him from Viacom, happened to be a Jewish dude.
Wait, the head of Viacom's Jewish?
They're like, we don't own the media companies. You're fired, said Rick Rubenstein from Viacom. Oh, it's so fucking funny. Why did my shitty family get involved in trashy construction, dude?
That's what we are, dude.
True.
It's our race. Stinks. Shitty Irish people.
No, we had
That
the
Thomas
most.
Sowell thing, I had to turn that off.
What happened?
Thomas Sowell has a
That shit made me-
like it was like a half-hour YouTube video on Irish people and how shitty they were. But then for like 10 minutes, he goes into how much worse Irish people had it than slaves. And I was like, I can't be getting this
can't be
information.
getting it. Not from
I
a
do not
black
need to
guy.
know this.
Is that the W.B. Du Bois when he went over to
Yeah,
Ireland
yeah.
and was like, dude,
He's
it's
like, I've seen
fucked
Indians
up.
in the woods. I've seen black dudes. He didn't say black dudes. He said another word.
What did he say?
I'm not saying it.
He said Jews. I saw the real Jews.
And then he said, I saw how hard the Jews have it. But no one has it as bad as the Irish. But I can't. I was watching it like, oh, I don't need this.
Yeah,
The last thing I need is to like have like a Mel Gibson DUI.
Well,
Where I'm just like, hold on, motherfuckers.
well, look, man, you don't think that's by design?
What's that?
I'm trying to tell you, my young brother, you don't think that's by design? They won't let you.
Enlighten me, bro.
The mayor, read that passage from the Bible real quick.
Yeah. Damn, dude, should we unite? Should black Israelites and Irish unite?
Dude, I mean, I think they've
And
tried.
rise up? No, they'll never let us unite.
No, they won't, dude. They won't.
They would never let us
Dude,
unite.
what would you read from? Like if Irish Israelites,
I think both.
We got like Boondock Saints.
Both populations.
that.
I think both use the N word as frequently. I think.
We're tied. Yeah, it is tied there. Tell you what, my one. Never mind. I was gonna rat
Don't
out.
talk,
I was
dude.
gonna rat out one of my fucking family members.
Don't, dude.
Yeah.
You imagine wherever he works.
I was
they're
about to
like,
marry Trump, my my cousin.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
But it's true though. They would
Family
never.
secrets,
They would
dude.
never let us unite.
No, they won't. They'll keep it. Dude, they were in my school. They would say that like I would be sitting there and they're like, talking about an area someone lived, and they're like, "Oh, they're racist as fuck. There's a bunch of Irish up there," and I would like sit there and like, "That's weird. I don't think you're allowed to say that kind of shit in school." You're allowed to say that. But yeah, man, the Cannon controversy was so fun just to be able to go and talk shop with everyone in Chicago, and they were just like, I mean, yeah, man, I don't
You in
know.
the south side of Chicago talking Cannon.
Talking Cannon, bro.
Cannon.
I'm still Team Cannon, dude. I don't think he should be fired. We can't. We have to have all of this shit. Kanye stuff. They're attacking him for saying
Free Bill Cosby.
free Bill Cosby. I think he said. And then what was the other one? He said Harriet Tubman didn't really free black people. She just let them work for other white people. I don't think that's problematic of a statement.
Not at all. And people, like, I put something up about people just being assholes about Kanye West, and then immediately somebody was like, so you agree with what he said about Harriet Tubman?
It's like, yeah, kind of.
I mean, yeah. What's factually not right other
Yeah.
than, you know, I mean, it's not like it's not like black people went up north and suddenly shit was like way better.
I think. Wait, what like?
So
they just had white bosses there.
He was saying like you never got free. He was like you left. He's like, you know, I think.
Well, you
his,
got paid for your work up north.
Yeah, but
So-
he's right. He's on a big kick of ending the 13th Amendment, saying like people are still being enslaved under the prison system, and still, you know. So that's like one of his big
And mentally,
things.
that's his big thing. Like
Mental
people-
slavery. No one wants to talk about mental slavery, dude. He brought that up one time, and that they were like, "Put that back in the can, bro. We don't want to hear that at all."
Yeah.
He's next level, dude. Kanye, I think people should.
Kanye is not next level, dude.
Kanye's next level, dude.
Kanye's cool, and I like him, but I think he's not that bright.
No,
I
next
agree.
level.
I think
he's pretty fucking dumb.
a
Next
great
level.
musician and also retarded.
Yeah, I think he's retarded.
I think he's next level. When he talks, I'm like, it makes everything he says makes perfect sense to me. I'm like, oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if I can listen
Really?
to him without
Yeah.
seeing him, he has retard face.
He does have that.
Hard, like a strong.
I thought he
retard
looked
face.
dapper with his 2020 cut.
2020 cut and bulletproof vest.
Yeah, dude, I thought he looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
But dude, to have people go out there and be like, especially a guy of his celebrity caliber, to be like, we should end the two-party system. We should do this. We should do that. Free Cosby. You got to be like, all right, maybe that's your one guy. If he could become president, he could in his legal right free Cosby if he became the president. That's his choice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Boozy.
comment on my future
You
president.
see Lil Boozy?
What's a little boozy there?
He had a lot of things to say about
Free Cosby?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He was saying, he's like, that's just what you did back then. He's like, that was nothing.
Wait, how old is Boozy?
He's
young, right?
He's deceptively old.
No, he is.
Oh,
He
okay.
was on. I think Boozy was on death row for a while and got off.
No.
swear to God.
I thought you meant Death Row Records.
No, death.
I was
row.
like, no, he's from like Louisiana.
No, he was on death row.
He's 37.
Wow.
I think that
Actually
was
younger than I thought.
Lemaire, Google that. I think it was Boozy, or it wasn't Lil Scrappy. It was Boozy, I think. Boozy, I think, was on death row. Who
How'd he get out?
sung Independent?
That's
INDPE.
I-N-D. That's Lil Boozy.
Yeah, dude, he was on. That guy was on death row, about to be executed, and then like some evidence popped up, and he got off and just became a rapper.
Yeah.
Dude's fucking wild, dude.
I want to say this about Kanye's
All right,
retard
so that
face.
That immediately excuses his
Yeah.
Cosby tick.
Because,
He was on death row, dude. You can say
That's
that.
just what
Yeah.
you did back then. He was on death row. He's like, "Well, yeah, whatever.
like Kanye's face, he looks exactly like the type of black guy that says the shit he says.
Maybe he's saying,
Like
like about to say, now
100%.
hold on a minute. I'm more of a fan of everybody getting their platform. You can say whatever the fuck you want, and then you start just cutting through the mustard and being like, all right, what's this shit? What's going on? What Nick Cannon? Okay, black people think they're Jewish. Some of them do. Kind of cool. Never thought about that before.
Yeah.
Then it's like,
Well, that kind of rules.
What's
Next.
up? What's up with
Next topic.
what's up with what's Kanye on? You can listen to it. Like, dude, the fact that you have to hear a thing and just be like, that's crazy. That's fucking insane. I think that's fucking nuts. And then that whole crowd of people trying to get up and get their moment on
I
Instagram.
hated
It's
that.
disgusting.
The crowd
dude.
wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it annoyed me. It was like, let him talk.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think the dude.
That was his fault. Dude, use a fucking microphone.
True.
Like, what are
I
you
was
trying to
kind of pissed about the production quality of that event.
That was, again, it was like, I went through like 4 different videos before I realized, like, oh shit, this is what it sounds like.
That's all it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, his religious stuff, I think is cool. That I enjoy. If he went and strictly minister, I could watch him be a preacher, dude.
I would watch it. That doesn't mean he's not.
I was getting charged up, dude.
I just don't think he's that bright, to be
I
honest.
think he's next level, dude. I think Kanye is next level.
I think he's Retard.
Dude. He's
You're
talking.
saying Kanye's next level? I'm saying
If
retard.
you're operating in control and avoidance thing, if he's in a strictly intuitive sphere where he's talking in symbols, he's just riffing. That's what I'm.
I think
like,
he's tied with Britney Spears.
No,
I think it's just
dude.
fame caused retardation.
No, dude.
I would
It's
love to
Britney,
hear
bitch.
what Britney Spears says
Kanye
about
shucked
Harriet
the
Tubman.
devil. He shucked the devil. Chose God. You heard his computer screen went black and white, and he goes, "Oh shit, I'm not going to get an abortion." Ditched all of his hoes, burned a stable,
Yeah.
married Kim K. Kanye's on a symbolic quest. I don't think people can understand. He went towards Kim K, who's like the most loathed person, like nationally loathed. Gives her all of his children. He's trying to get people to love Trump. He's trying to get people too far out of their comfort zones, dude. You have to be high in openness to fuck with Kanye.
Fuck, you changed my mind.
Telling you, bro.
got me.
Kanye
That's
is
sad
next
that
level,
That
dude.
got me.
Kanye's
No, he's just
next level.
He's literally having a mental breakdown. He's just saying
That's
wild
what they
shit.
want you to say. If he was saying all this other shit, if he was saying different shit on his thing, they wouldn't say he's having a mental breakdown. And he
No, I
wasn't.
agree with that. Like if he was wearing a Biden hat, they'd be like, obviously,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But when you listen to him and watch his face and see him screaming and crying and shit,
He was crying because he was thinking about his dad trying to abort him and
he
not
was
being in his
screaming
life.
about, "I almost killed my daughter." He was like screaming.
I watched the video. He said, "My dad was too busy for me. He wanted to abort me."
I saw him cry there. But when
Cried.
he's scream crying, he's talking about, "I almost killed my daughter."
Dude, imagine if you almost killed your daughter. Then I'd be fucking crying too. That's a sad. That's a really like.
in a room like that?
Yes, that's what they hate. They hate him because he wears his heart on his sleeve, dude. We hate.
I've heard that before.
Politicians are robots. Who said that?
No.
Yeah.
Politicians are robots. It's like I hate the way they talk, and then a guy's like, "I'm gonna take a crack at it." He's like, "I almost killed my daughter." Ah! People are like, "You're fucking crazy. You can't cry."
No. It's, nobody. I'm not mad at him for crying, but listen to what he says. Listen, like I've listened to it. He talks about being a genius. He talks about. He's like, "I am Walt Disney," and then he puts out like Crocs that are like pink and makes everybody dress like they're in the Matrix.
When people do it, that's the problem. People buy.
Well,
them.
he's got a ton of money and makes really great music. Just
True.
because he makes great music doesn't make him smarter. He's not. He's
I
not
think
very
he's
bright.
a genius. I think there's different levels of genius, and I think he
Musically, I think he's a genius.
I think
Well,
for
actually,
sure.
I don't even know about that. He makes some good music.
Oh, but yeah, I never really the music wise. I was never big on the
Lyrically,
genius.
he's terrible.
I tried to make a beat once.
How was it?
Not good.
You didn't have
He's
it.
a genius. He for sure is a genius.
I think
Yeah.
he's next level. I think he's definitely has his little periods, but I think he's next. I think he's seeing what we need to do. He can't express it. And I understand where he's getting at, and I'm like, it's just getting caught up in the little.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, everybody knows what we're doing is crazy. Normal people.
Yeah. But he's able to go up and just be a total fucking lunatic in a way that you're like, yeah, you're not allowed to do that. But I'm like, I think he's kind of right, barring the Cosby stuff. Cosby's staying in jail, unless my president.
Whoa! Free Cosby. What are you talking
Free
about?
Cosby, hell yeah, dude, my
What are
bad.
you talking about? Hell yeah.
So I don't know. That's the sense I get when I watch him, and I can't explain it either. So
You're pretty much a genius too.
I'm not a genius at all.
You're pretty much a genius.
I'm not a genius at all.
You're not.
I'm just an intuitive warrior. I'm not a genius, dude. Today this was so fucking cool. So I'm sitting there, I'm on my deck before I came here, and I'm doing my meditation. I go in the sun, and I sit there. It's pretty tight. So I've been doing all that act stuff. I've been deep in the fucking trenches, dude. In terms of mind work, I haven't really talked about it a lot, but the act stuff, the whole idea of it is figuring out your self story, like the story you tell yourself about who you are. And your whole brain is basically stuck in this, like, it's like a control and avoidance strategy where you're trying to, like, things pop up all the time. And you're like, I try to alter my life course, my behavior, so I don't have to deal with the shit that kind of bothers me. I'm like, all right, pretty cool, recognize that. So I used to try to meditate by being like, all right, I'm going to get so calm, I'm going to feel so good. But in reality, like, I'll go out in the sun, hit the little vape pen, and for some reason, being in the sun, being hot as fuck and hitting a vape pen makes me anxious. It's weird. I don't know what it is. You close your eyes and the sun's, like, burning. It's just, like, uncomfortable and weird. But dude, you start doing a thing
Yeah,
where
being hot and high.
it's it's crazy.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
But I'm telling you, dude. But you have that feeling, and usually I give into it. You start like, I got to fight this. The whole thing of meditation is making room for things. So you're like, I can sit here, observe myself, feeling like anxious, but still, it's part of a bigger thing. That's my awareness isn't just like fused with the feeling of being anxious, and that's my whole awareness. I'm aware that I'm anxious, but I'm also sitting here. The anxiety thing is just a feeling I'm experiencing. That was like the thing I was doing meditating today. And you can get to a space where your brain, your rational thoughts completely disappear and you're just sitting there like nirvana'd out. It's so fucking cool. Hopefully that makes sense.
You think Kanye West is in a perpetual state of nirvana?
I think he's on some next level intuitive stuff because most of the people are caught in the rational problem solving brain, which is only a part of your mind. But for most people, it's the whole entire thing. Story of self, totally something you kind of invent for the most part. like feelings in the moment, the whole avoidance strategies and stuff. It's something that people kind of not construct. It just happens so early in your life of like people telling you about who you are, people comparing you. So you adopt this story about who you are, and then you start like you enforce rules on yourself throughout the day. Like, well, I can't do that because I'm this kind of person. I'm this kind of person. Blah blah blah. Barring like crippled people and shit. But so there's a whole thing with your symbolic self, your biological self, and the symbolic self gets frustrated by things that have nothing to do with your biology, but affect you biologically. So right now, I'm attacking the sever between my symbolic self and my biological self, so that my symbolic self doesn't affect my biological self. You follow?
No.
All right, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I do.
It's pretty sick, dude. It's
I do.
pretty fucking sick. You can cut a lot of the bullshit. Dude, think about a person who is so fucked up about things that have nothing to do with like their material needs or wants or even emotional ones. They're just like, I want to do a certain thing, or blah, 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 blah. Which is good. People should have that. But to like absolutely destroy your biological body by a thing that's not, quote unquote real, it's pretty crazy, and a lot of people do it. And like that's what I've been doing is meditating. Is like you can sit and meditate and get in a space where a thing can pop up, and you just like you just like call it like just put it in your back pocket where you're like, yeah, I do feel kind of a weird twinge of anxiety, but I'm not going to go into a control strategy where it's like try to breathe and I'm going to make myself feel good. It's like, okay, that's one thing. What else? And dude, it's fucking nuts, man. I can't talk about it enough. You can get into a place where it's just like you're in the sun and you just go pure what you can't like see anything. It's fucking awesome. Sorry to rant, but it's
No, I'm trying to figure it out. That's
I
all.
purely detached from my narrative symbolic self today, and it was just like blissed out. It was for like 7 minutes straight. It was fucking awesome. And then you'll hear your like chattery like problem solving mind be like, "This is weird, dude. You can't do this," and you're just like, "Okay, whatever, brain." And dude, it's pretty fucking cool. That's the level of awareness that people can tap into that nobody fucking does, and it's all on the table. Anyone can do it. They just don't teach people how to do it. So,
How'd you learn how to do it?
studying ACT, acceptance and commitments therapy. That was something that I learned because it's really the guy went and took all the wisdom traditions, and he was just like, all right, well, these are cool, but usually they end with just like people getting fucked by gurus. So he's like, let's take it. It's pretty funny. You guys said this at a thing, and people were like, ugh. But he was like, let's take these actual practice and put them through like scientific assessment to see exactly what points are beneficial, blah, blah, blah. And they came out with a model that I'm like, it's pretty fucking sick, dude. Stands up.
Nice.
Yeah, it is pretty sick.
Dude, thinking about breaking away they call it like your mind when you think about something. That's just your brain. So it's not like necessarily true. You can just be like, well, my mind sent me a thought, rather than fusing with it and being like, I am a fucking loser. Oh, it's pretty tight. You'd be like, well, my mind. You name your mind. You'd be like, all right, Paul, it's enough out of you. And it just totally shut that shit down.
I mean, but what does the other end of that bell curve look like?
What?
Right? Because like you're like, there's one end where it's like super awareness, right?
Yeah.
And then the other end is like Kanye West, right?
Well, it all depends. I don't know what's going on. It all depends if his actions are actually through a control strategy or if he's actually pursuing his things that he finds kind of like that bring him value. Because that's the whole point of ACT is that like you're going to feel fucked up no matter what, kind of all the time. So if you try to control the feeling of fucked up, you just feel more fucked up because what you end up doing is kind of like keeping yourself from doing things that are inherently valuable to you or like that bring you kind of joy. But you can't do those because you're like, I'm going to make myself feel better and then I'm going to do those things. So they try to move you towards just doing the things that you naturally like to do. And when things pop up, you're just kind of like, thank you for the thought mind, but I don't need your... It's a problem-solving brain. It's there to manipulate the physical environment.
Did you see how the next day after that fucking rally, he was like, also, my album's coming out Friday. Get it?
Yes, pretty tight.
That was sick.
Pretty tight. Donda?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was something that I'm in deep in research on that lately.
Don't be sorry.
Finally today.
That's Paul talking.
That is Paul.
With the need to
That is
apologize.
Paul.
You don't need to apologize.
I know. That's
Tell
Paul.
Paul to fuck off.
I'm telling you. But I'm telling you, man, I was on the deck today and I was like working at I've been trying to do it forever. And it's always the way I would do it is like, I would sit there and be like, oh, I'm so fucking sick right now. I'm so fucking sick for meditating. Nothing would happen. I'd be bored. And then it would be like, I'm going to combat my mind. And then all it is just letting stuff. It's not about like feeling peaceful. It's just sitting in the moment. Dude, that's something I do too of like doing a task and like checking how much I can, if I'm actually focused on washing the dishes, I'll just wash the dishes. And if I start thinking about other stuff, I notice it and go, okay, I don't need to think about anything else right now besides washing the dishes. Pretty fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty fun.
Yeah, I've experienced I'm more of a street meditator. You're like classically trained.
No, dude, I'm not. I wouldn't put that on.
You're classically trained. He's
Yeah.
That was Paul. Paul was like, no, I want to be street. Don't let Paul.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
More of
Yeah.
like I'm more of like a field,
Sorry,
valley,
there's-
field and valleys.
No, you're street. Or you're classical. You're studying. You're in the school. Oh, okay. You're telling me to talk. I see. No, I thought he was trying to say something. I was like, go ahead, Lemire.
So what? You're a street meditator.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I agree with what you're.
So you're saying you get high in the streets.
Yeah, I mean, basically. I mean, I'm just like, I don't.
You get high in the street. You get high
on a roof.
on a roof.
Yeah.
So you're more classical.
Yeah.
Classical stoner,
Yeah.
street stoner.
Yeah. I like to get high down with the people.
Well, the weed's important because the weed actually brings you out of your comfort. For me, actually, it makes me like if I just sit there and I'm not like anxious at all, it's hard to kind of separate myself from because I'm just like sitting there talking. If I get anxious, that's a thing I can go. All right, here's the thing that feels real that I can completely turn off, and not even turn off. It's not you're shutting it down. You're just going like, well, come here. You're another part of my experience, and it doesn't like explode into like a panic attack. Or it's fucking insane, dude. From having had panic attacks to being able to sit and just be like, well, this is part of my experience. It's pretty crazy how well that works.
Yeah, I do like corralling my own anxiety.
Yeah,
It's a really good feat.
true. It's just a bit of a control strategy.
What's the control
The
strategy?
idea that you're corralling anxiety. You
Well, no, I
can
mean-
only accept it.
Well, I mean, isn't that part of corralling it?
Nope. As soon as you tell yourself you're corralling it, you're not accepting it. It's just a trickier control strategy.
But what if I'm looking at it in hindsight? What if I'm like, yeah, I really fucking corralled that anxiety.
Depends. Depends on your relationship.
Dude, I mean,
with your mind.
I am a street meditator. You're right. You're right. I'm not classical.
I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it. Be like, well, this seems like a real street versus university
Well,
difference.
it depends honestly on how if it works for you. It works for you. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm
Whatever, college boy. Just freak out like I do, everybody. Fuck all this. Just spaz in your Chevy Cruze, just driving. Just like, what the fuck?
Nope.
I'm an
how I
and
handle it, dude.
meditator.
No way. Dude.
Yeah, you're like the professor. You're
Yeah,
like and1.
basically.
Yes.
True.
You're hot sauce. Matt, you're like Zuckerberg. You're like a classic entrepreneur. You're like the Zuckman.
It's part of my experience right now, dude. I'm just chilling in the present moment. I should put a big. I should walk around with white face.
White
And
face
wait
is
for somebody
so
to get
funny.
me. That's so
Next time I
funny.
go to the pool, 100% white face. Although on me, you wouldn't really see it.
I wonder
I
if
feel
I
like
can
my
get
face matched my belly.
I wonder if I can get canceled for
No,
white
you can't.
face.
You
white
can't
face
get
as much
canceled.
as you want.
I'm
You
trying.
can literally quote Hitler and
try.
still have.
I'm sure as hell try.
You're allowed
Ours
to
been
quote
great.
Hitler.
Nick Cannon, I don't think is going to be canceled.
He'll be okay.
I don't think he. What did he do that was so bad? Saying that
Nick Cannon?
saying the Jews own the media. I guess that's I guess you're not allowed to say that. But he had receipts, bro.
Look, I'm not saying. I'm saying by their standards, what he said. I mean, he said all white people were kind of subhuman. And
They
lack-
didn't cancel him for that.
No, I know, but
And that's not our fault. It's the fact we were in the Caucasus Mountains and we didn't have the sun and we were
And we had
worried about
savagery.
being wiped out genetically, dude.
yeah,
It's facts. It's hashtag facts, dude.
I agree with him.
We left and we were like, oh shit, what are we going to do? So we had to be. We're actually less than. We're more savages. I don't want to say warrior. It's funny because
yeah, he almost said
Professor
warrior.
Griff is selling a book called Warrior and he's like, they're like, I don't want to say warriors, like
Yeah.
barbarians. It's like
I didn't know he was selling a book.
Professor Griff had a book
Yeah.
about
That's
like
funny. I thought he just didn't want to give white people credit by being like, they're like warriors. They're. I mean,
the way they describe
bad.
that, it kind of makes white people sound sick.
Yeah, we're up in the mountains becoming like orcs.
Yeah, like Wolverine.
Just evil fucking
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to conquer.
Yeah, it was very weird. It's also the weirdest thing about that. Like, it's called melanin theory. It's very similar to white nationalist cosmology of being like, we're the chosen people actually, and people are trying to eradicate our bloodline. It's
Yeah.
all the same fucking story. It's like the same ghost story that's haunting people racially. And they're all kind of coming out and being like, no, I'm pretty sure we're the ones who have the superior bloodline and being corralled. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We've been lied to our whole lives. It's like, no, we have been lied. It's fucking
Yeah.
So
pretty funny.
What's wild about that is you listen to people and they try to make this distinction between the way like savage white people conduct themselves, and then they paint this imagery that like black people in Africa were just like chilling, and then like you learn about the Zulus,
Yeah, they ruled.
dude. They were fucking like they were just fucking. So one of the ways that they like in their society, in their Zulu society, if they decided that you were a pussy, they would stick a spike up your ass,
Tight.
put the other side in the ground, and have you like up in the air,
Yeah,
hanging from it. And like the more you struggled, the more your body would like slide down
that's impaling.
it. Yeah,
That's exactly what that. Yeah, that's what Vlad used to do. Vlad
Up the
Impaler.
ass?
dude.
Yeah, up the ass. It's how you
Yeah.
impale somebody.
Yeah.
They would impale armies of dudes. Ass through the throat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But they were sharing and stuff.
yeah. But then they shared all their berries.
Yeah.
It's a funny. Yeah, that's always a fun. I mean, you always talk about that, Shane, too. People like being like, "No, dude, they were like hanging out."
The Native
like,
Americans were
eating
just
berries
peaceful.
and talking
Yeah.
about the spirit in the sky. It is pretty funny to
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, and then you learn about the Comanches and the Plains Indians. You're
Yeah.
like, holy
Holy
Yeah, they're
fuck.
mean guys.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, that's the other thing is they try to make it seem like America just came and just butt fucked the Indians, and that's what it was. But it's like the Comanches were destroying us for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so proud of you for saying us there.
true.
Oh, yeah.
Americans.
Yeah.
That's what
That's
Trump
what this country
2020
needs
Yeah.
right now.
Trump
I mean, I should
2020
have
Just a
said
black dude
our
saying
Comanches.
imperialism rules.
I should have said our Comanches were destroying us because we're all each other's people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Heard
You're
that.
damn right.
Yeah.
Heard that. Yeah, that seems to be the only has to, dude. It's funny though. There's a whole bunch of people being like, because now if you're like, look, man, we have to figure out the way to get to a post-racial society. There's people who are like, we never will. And it's like, oh, the person who does diversity seminars is saying these all the people who make tons of money off of being like, pay for the sins of your people, white man. And it's like, the Lee Mun-Wah. Remember the Lee Mun-Wah video I showed you?
Which one was that?
That was the guy. It's a Chinese guy who went out, and I hope he's Chinese. Fuck, man, I think he might be. He's Asian. I'm pretty sure he's Chinese. He came out and was like,
It'd be funny to get canceled for getting an Asian wrong
Yeah,
where he's from. And then
mis-Asianing.
Deshaun Jackson's tweeting, Hitler was right. And they're like, keep him on the team.
yeah, they're like, at least he's not hitting his wife. Yeah, that's the one guy hit his fucking wife, and they're trying to sneak that guy in. Is it at Brown Antonio?
A
Something?
couple of them hit their wives.
Now there's one guy who was on the Patriots for a while, and then he's off, and they're reviewing. They're trying to like dig into like, well, what happened there? 'Cause there's a team investigating the wide receiver who was
I
on the
don't want
Patriots.
to put it Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
I think that's who it
I
is.
don't want to put that on if it's definitely him, but he had some problems. He was losing.
That's who it is.
He was
Yeah.
a bit of a Kanye West genius as well. For a
Was he
little.
really?
He was losing his fucking mind
popping
for a
women?
while. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
It's not domestic abuse in the black community. It's just spirited debate.
Well, they told him they were like, there's teams now who are investigating the situation. On the headline on ESPN was like, they're investigating the situation. They're probably like,
Can we get this guy on our
who
team?
started it? How did he hit her?
He's
Where
like,
did he hit her?
He's like one of the best wideouts in the league.
Well, I think
But he just freaked out last year.
Yeah, because I think
Spaz.
he hit somebody. He hit a girl he's with, and then came out and threatened her again.
You
being like,
might
shut
be
the fuck up.
thinking Tyreek Hill. Not Tyreek Hill. He was a dude. He kicked a lady in the hallway. And yeah, that was pretty great.
I think it was.
No, this is someone who played on the Patriots because they broke it down to me like
Could've
he
been
was
a
on the
turn.
Patriots. And he was nice too. They're showing highlights. So I was like, he's pretty fucking good.
Nice.
But yeah, dude. I mean,
But yeah, they're just trying to figure out if they can get him on a team.
yeah.
But
Brown.
Trent Brown.
Yeah.
I think that's who it was.
all right, I don't think he's
It's not
great.
that good.
No,
No.
maybe I'm wrong. There's a bunch of guys I don't know now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. Yeah, I guess in reality, saying something stupid on your Instagram story isn't even close to hitting a woman.
Beating your wife.
So in that sense, yeah, Deshaun Jackson should play.
Yeah.
I think he should play regardless. Obviously, they did let what's his name play, Riley Cooper. He was dropping M-bombs.
Was he?
On the subway,
Yeah.
that was
No,
him?
his was on he was at a country concert.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Safe space.
That's right.
That's what I thought.
Safe
For
space.
sure.
That's what I thought. That's what
For
Riley
sure.
thought.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, man, this is fucking
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
Dirks Bentley.
Like it was like the one black security guard heard him. It was like, yeah.
I could be wrong. I think it might have been about a black person. So
Who was he talking about? Oh, he wasn't dropping.
he was like fighting somebody. I thought the first time I saw the video, I thought he was just calling another white person the N-word. Like that's how he talked. You ever play? I remember I played basketball against these white trash kids at the Y, and they kept saying the N-word.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck?
As like an expletive.
Yeah.
I've seen people do it as an expletive if they like drop something or
Or
like.
no. They were saying it like,
Like
calling
tribal
I've seen
me.
people do it like as in like shucks.
No, they were saying it. They were saying it like
Oh, they're just trading.
how you would say it.
Yeah, hustle nigga,
Oh,
hustle.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
And I was just
yeah.
like, this is odd.
Yo, this nigga don't even play D.
I knew a
thought that's how
couple
Riley
white
Cooper-
dudes who could say it in a way that
Yeah.
I was like, I think you're allowed.
Yeah,
They would
sounds
just roll
pretty
off
good.
their tongue in a way.
Yeah.
There's dudes in Kensington that'll rip it, and you're just kind of like,
Fair.
you got
Yeah.
it.
I mean, there are white dudes that I wouldn't say it around. I'm like, oh, my bad, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Where are we at here? Where are we at time-wise here?
Hour 20.
Ooh.
Round 50.
Oh, wow.
Hour what?
About an hour 50.
Hour 15. I think it's hour
Nice.
50.
That ripped.
Does the is the chat in there?
Yeah, they're talking.
What are you talking about, Lemaire? Shut him down.
Yeah, I'll fight every fucking one of them.
Sidney disrespecting you. They're calling you a bunch of different black comedians.
That's not disrespectful.
Wait. Which ones did they call me? What's?
Eddie Murphy.
Okay, I'll take it.
Goat.
Kevin Hart.
Goat.
Oh, he's
Wait, what are they talking about?
yeah. As long as it's not Wayne Brady, I'm
They were
good.
comparing. Yeah, true.
No Wayne Brady.
No Wayne Brady.
Oh,
They
fuck
called
him.
him Eddie Murphy.
They did say Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
What, like
they got
looks?
Eddie Murphy in the chats. Yeah, because of
The box. He had a
The must- I think
he had a mustache. Yeah,
Yeah.
Being gay.
Lame.
Yeah, I'm fluid, dog. I'm just fluid.
Disappointing us again.
Mad fluid.
Was there any great comments? Any like high praise?
Any questions? Is there
man.
any?
Oh, they're also asking if you fuck Dog Girl.
Oh, I did not. Did
No.
not fuck Dog Girl. Did not. In fact, her boyfriend was sitting across from us the entire podcast.
Oh wow.
So that made things
Good
slightly uncomfortable.
I thought he was a good sport.
Also, I was like thinking about it the whole time.
What is he like? Is he big, tall guy?
No,
Nah.
he was small, but he was strong, and he gives you a firm handshake. I think he lets you know.
you gotta
Yeah.
work on the. He's doing
You
that
got
grip
firm
all the time,
handshake
yeah.
to be like, don't fuck my
Well, he's been
girlfriend.
working
Don't fuck my
on
girl.
working on handshake with his
Yeah.
girl for so.
Yeah, true. Paul.
Shake,
Give me Paul,
squeeze,
give me
he
Paul.
squeezes those
Tit.
hand things. Yeah, he was a good sport.
He was.
He chilled. That's got to be. He might have been charging him up the whole time too. Imagine just like you
I
go
would-
there,
Fuck.
you go there, you sit. Your girl's like
Girl just gets kind of.
tits hanging out of the shirt. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
she came in with a tit out of her.
Yeah, her
fucking
tit was
dress.
hanging out when she walked in, which was.
It was an
Like on
accident.
purpose?
Honestly,
No, it was an accident.
Yeah,
I watched
like
it-
she took a bag off or something. And
No,
like
yeah, she just came in.
They
and
got
fell
out
It
of
was a
they got
loose
out
dress.
of the lift with her wearing the leash. He
Yeah.
was when they got out of the lift. I was standing out front, and
Yeah.
he had her by the leash.
Yeah,
holy
And I was
fuck.
I'm gonna say some prayers. For
Like, did
Dog
they
Girl.
both get out the same door?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah, her tit, and then they came.
that
out.
lift driver had to be like,
What the fuck?
the fuck is this?
Yeah, it must
Damn, that must have turned that guy on so much. That lift
Lift
driver.
driver. Yeah, you can't just do that to people, dude.
You cannot.
That was like a dude from like Trinidad. You got a white chick on a leash with her tit hanging out. That could cause a fight. That dude could
Yeah.
just be like,
Yeah, that guy could be like,
fully
all right,
crash.
fuck it, we're done.
Too much. If you have that much tea, you can't handle that shit. Why do you think I said over
What
here?
kind of tit was it? Was it like a torpedo or was it like a
Well, tit. It was just a tit that popped
Good
out of a
tit.
dress. It was
good
cool.
tit?
Yeah, it was great.
Solid tit.
Nice tit. It was a nice treat for everybody. As soon as she walked in the door,
Yeah, it was just kinda like-
all right, there's a tit.
This is where, yeah, it was definitely put me in like a game space where I was like, all right, this is what's
Tits are
going
gonna
on
be
right now. There's a tit outside, public nudity.
Now, Mayor, I have a question for you. Because I asked it to you already.
Yeah.
And it was because it was fun. As soon as we got done with the episode, I was like, I saw him the next day, and I was like, "Did you jerk off to Dog Girl last night?" What was your answer, Lemaire?
Yeah, I finished out the day and then yeah.
Nice.
Totally.
You masturbated to Dog Girl?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Her image, or just like, do you find?
I was on, you know, like there's websites where you can see people's
Don't you dare,
OnlyFans for
Lemaire,
free.
pay for your porn.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that.
True.
You gotta support sex workers.
Sex
So
workers.
you jerked off to
You
Dog
have
Girl?
no other choice than to support sex workers. You have to pay for your sex workers. That's a high crime not to. Go on.
No, that's fine. I just say it made me laugh that Lemaire jerked off to Dog Girl.
Mayor, nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
Nothing wrong with that. Had I had the archives, dude. No, I would never.
Like when you were jerking
No, I
off the
would
whole
never.
time, where you're like, "Here, girl, here."
No, I would never. No, I could never do something like that. I
I
would
couldn't
never.
even imagine it.
That
dude.
sounds like Paul.
Oh, for sure.
Paul's telling
That's
you.
a strict control
Paul's
and
back there
avoidance.
like, lie.
I just real quick. What happened was I inhabited a future version of my life where she was like, "You looked at the Megadub," blah, blah, and I was just like, I heard about it. And I went, and I would never. Sometimes, dude, we've existed. It's taken 200,000 years. We've evolved with this part of our brain. It's useful, dude.
Yeah.
It's just a part of when it starts trying to handle internal problems, dude. It can literally project you into the future. It'll throw you into the past, like what happened here. Throw you into the future, like maybe this is a potential scenario, and then you act. It's fucking crazy what your brain can do.
Yeah, it is cool.
Just when it turns on you,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I had to shut it down.
You have to, bro.
Yeah. It
Gets-
comes at me.
It does, dude.
I've been doing good lately.
Really?
Shutting it down, for sure.
You meditating?
No, I saw a therapist
That's what's
for a
up.
little. That was
Yeah,
good.
That's swag.
So you're
I'll
not
see
you're
him,
not doing
but-
that anymore?
Well, he had a family issue, so he had to stop for a little while.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
pretty
all
rough.
together or just you? It's just like
No, I think altogether.
Yeah.
Somebody died in his family.
Damn.
Yeah, pretty rough.
Yeah,
but,
it sucks.
Yeah, I've been getting hit. I also haven't really been like triggered by the news.
Yeah.
Like I usually like. Normally, I'll see shit and be like, "This is so fucking dumb and gay, and be like mad about, or like I'll see a tweet from somebody that I know, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man.
It was just a good week.
Yeah, I just got out of that.
Hitting
myself.
hitting the Grove, hitting Gettysburg. Gettysburg
time.
was big. Gettysburg, that's where I go to silence Paul.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Paul starts chatting. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up. Nike's at the top of that Pennsylvania Memorial. Bet you didn't know that. If one of the general statues has a leg up, that means they got wounded.
Paul's like, no, I told you that. And you're like,
Paul's
shut
like,
up, Paul.
Paul's like, that's actually not true. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Yeah.
That's pretty sick symbology. So every if just like the
Yeah, there's a bunch of shit like that with the
Yeah.
statues of the generals at Gettysburg. Like
the Captain Morgan?
if they have a hat on, if one of the horse's legs up, if they're on a horse, if they're standing next to their horse. There's a
Holy
bunch of
shit.
symbology of like if
and they're
they got
just
hurt.
ripping these
or
statues
if they-
down without
Not at Gettysburg, no.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck, dude.
No.
You think they're going to... How
Please.
fast would you get there if they were tearing down statues? Would you go?
No. But I'd be fucking bummed. I'd be bummed as fuck. If they at Gettysburg started tearing down
Sure, that'd be
statues, that
bullshit.
would be a problem.
That'd be bullshit.
Dude,
That
how
would
sick
suck.
was that? I posted that picture of the Irish Brigade on my Instagram.
Pretty
How
tight.
sick was that statue?
Pretty fucking
The
sick.
wolfhound underneath the Celtic cross. Come on.
Dude, I might get that tag.
Got me fired up. And that's in the back. That's from... Also, I know the layout of Gettysburg, which is fun. Like the battle. That's coming from Little Round Top, so it's all in these woods in the dark. Like, it's a fucking cool area. Everything,
you
a lot of
camp- can
open
you camp
fields and
there?
shit.
That'd be spooky, dude.
It closes at 10, and it's a lot of ghost tours. There's a ton of ghost
I was about
tours.
to say, that'd be spooky.
The whole town is built on ghost tours now.
It's good economy.
Gettysburg's economy is literally like, yo, you guys want to see some fucking ghosts?
Yeah.
Give us all $20.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Sick.
I think you can camp there. We should go. I've been
gotta
trying
camp.
to,
We gotta
dude. I've been
camp
trying
hard.
to. I've been begging for somebody to come with me to Gettysburg and
That's a third
Williams
track.
Grove.
Yeah. True.
Yeah,
It's a
ghost
perfect day.
economies are recession proof.
Ghost
For
economy.
sure,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
They're always popping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time you're off the weekend, we'll head up there. Be awesome. I was going to go. We got rained out last time.
Just canceled San Diego next week.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The American Comedy Club folded
I
to
had
pressures?
to cancel it.
Did
Well, I
you
didn't
did?
have to cancel it, but I canceled it.
Yeah.
They moved it out. It was going to be an outdoor show.
Fuck that. Fuck that.
And
dude.
they moved it outdoors like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, if it fucks you guys, I won't cancel. But
Yeah.
I'd really rather reschedule till we can do it in the club.
Dude,
I was thinking about standing on like a pallet in the street
Dude.
wearing like shorts in like 90-degree weather.
Someone pegs you with something.
Someone drive like outside, so people are like
Yeah.
driving by.
You'd have to
are
have a
like,
bulletproof vest, dude.
True.
You can't be
Knowing
in-
me, the harsh, wild shit I say,
That's
dude.
what I'm saying.
They're not ready for the truth. I'm telling.
20. You should shave 2020 in your head and go, no, Mike. Fuck yeah, dude.
All right, let's wrap
Yeah.
this up, bro.
What you got? What you got? Cleveland wise, you didn't get to go.
Cleveland this weekend. This coming up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cleveland Hilarities Friday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think Beezer's making the trip with me. O'Connor's bailed on us.
Oh.
Did he?
That fucking scum.
Ooh.
For like a family trip to Connecticut. Up with Papa. He's on a yacht. He's on his yacht, his schooner.
Dude, I'm gonna be checking in with you and Beezer. I'm gonna be like, yo, where's Beezer? Tell him to sign in the COD. I have to see if they're fucking.
He'll be playing COD the whole ride out. That's the one thing that's tough about Beezer.
He fell
On the
play.
car rides,
That's
he's
kinda jacked up.
me and
dude.
O'Connor sit in the front and
Yeah.
fight
Yeah.
for like 6 hours. Beezer doesn't say a word. He sits in the back and plays cell phone games.
Damn.
To the point where I have to be like, "What are you doing?" Like, I have to, it's like a dad on vacation.
like,
Like, why
"No,
don't you say something? Speak up.
Fuck, that's
Yeah.
so funny.
But yeah, Cleveland, that'll be fun this weekend.
Hell yeah.
Please come.
Fuck yeah. That's it.
Thanks for coming, Sid.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for having me.
It was awesome.
I love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What about promote your podcast real quick?
Oh yeah, check us out on Two Jack Bros, and check out our Patreon. We're about to be doing something cool on there. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it'd be pretty cool.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
You're a salesman.
Yeah,
We're gonna do something. Not even gonna tell you.
yeah. It's top secret.
Porn?
Fuck yeah.
We've
Dude.
thought about it.
Have you considered?
No, I mean,
Oh.
well, I've been seeing all these people getting OnlyFans accounts,
Yeah.
and I'm like, is there a way that we can just go from the neck down
You can.
with our jacked ass bodies?
You can.
I think we can make some decent money.
Dude, Sydney?
Yeah,
You guys?
You could. I would advise against it. That seems like selling your soul slightly.
yeah,
But if you're cool with it, I guess it doesn't matter.
yeah. No, I'm not. We're prudes. We're not.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah,
That's the only thing, man. It's just having someone stumble on the
it's like,
Just head down, just my sloppy body flopping around.
Dude,
yeah, we're
you can
Christian.
make some, you can make
I've
cash.
seen my body types in many
you
a
can
porn.
make some cash, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make some cash.
yeah, but it's just you got to be that person. Then you got to walk around knowing that you're that guy.
It's level of paranoia I don't know if I could deal with.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, because then you're talking to everybody, like
Do they-
people,
do
and
they
just
know?
being like,
Yeah.
have you jerked off to
Me.
Yeah.
Me.
my wife?
True.
All right.